As chair of the Irish Bishops' Conference Council for Healthcare, I welcome the message of Pope Francis for the 33rd World Day of the Sick, which we celebrate today, the 11th of February, the feast of Our Lady of Lourdes. His message this year is framed in the context of the Jubilee Year of Hope, and it reminds us that even in suffering, we are called to be pilgrims of hope. Pope Francis encourages us to find strength through our faith in times of illness and distress, and to embrace the call to see suffering not as a cross to bear alone, but as an opportunity to encounter God, to receive His gifts, and to share His love with others. It is important to acknowledge, though, that while Pope Francis's call for us to recognize God's closeness in suffering through encounter, gift, and sharing is very comforting, it is also very challenging. The view that suffering can be an occasion for an encounter with God speaks to our belief that in our weakness, God's strength is revealed. When Jesus sent His disciples to proclaim the kingdom of God to the sick, He was not merely offering words of consolation, but an invitation to recognize His presence even in the midst of suffering. Now, illness, as you know, quickly removes the cloak of self-sufficiency that we can wrap around ourselves and reveals our need for God, for the depth of His compassion and for the healing power of His love. Pope Francis draws attention to the words of St. Paul in the letter to the Romans, that nothing will be able to separate us from the love of God.